Well, imagine being sexually assaulted and getting your attacker to make a recorded confession, only for prosecutors to tell you it was not enough to file charges. Tonight, News 12 senior investigative reporter Walt Kane begins an exclusive investigation into how some sex assault survivors in New Jersey are becoming victims of the system.
I couldn't really escape.
Lena Morrison is haunted by the memory.
I couldn't move, like he was stronger than me.
Of what happened inside this dorm at Ramapo University.
I kind of just had to lay there while he just kept having sex with me.
She'd come to campus to meet a man she'd been talking to on a dating app, but says things quickly spiraled out of control.
He wrapped his arm around my throat, kind of like in a chokehold. I tried to crawl away and he pinned me down with his leg. I'm just thinking, like, what if I pass out? Like, what if he kills me by accident?
When it was over, Lena went to the hospital to undergo a rape kit.
So they had to swab the inside, and it was really, like, painful.
But the ordeal was for nothing.
We're calling you and notifying you that the investigation is closed.
The Bergen County Prosecutor's Office told Lena that because she initially intended to have consensual sex, they could not pursue a charge of rape.
Had something that rises to the level of a criminal charge.
He just sounded so condescending. He was like, well, you went there for consensual sex, did you not? And I'm like, what does that have to do with him choking and raping me? Like, I didn't consent to that.
So Lena did some detective work on her own. She secretly recorded conversations between her and her alleged attacker. In one, he admits his attorney told him to lie about what really happened.
She said, what you just admitted to me, to land in a federal prison.
In another, he offers this apology.
I apologize for raping you, I'm sorry, and I'll truly live with the guilt for the rest of my life.
Prosecutors still insisted it was not enough to go forward.
You may interpret as an admission, may not necessarily be an admission. You understand?
Is there probable cause to charge for that? In my mind, based on what you're telling me, absolutely.
Because prosecutors decided Lena's case was not worth pursuing, her rape kit remains untested. It's one of thousands gathering dust in hospitals, prosecutors' offices, and storage units across the state.
The kit sitting on a shelf untested is really a demonstration of how the criminal justice system treats sexual assault.
Ilsa Connect is with the Joyful Heart Foundation, which advocates for sex assault survivors.
There are just case after case after case of individuals who were just thrown away and just discredited from step one, and case closed before an investigation even started.
Kane in Your Corner obtained records of forensic exams. We found 1 in 3 kits released to law enforcement were never tested, and the numbers can vary widely from county to county. In Bergen County, where Lena's case happened, the data shows fewer than 20% of kits turned over to law enforcement were tested.
Justice delayed is really justice denied for these victims.
State Senator Nia Gill has written a bill which says all rape kits would have to be sent to the crime lab in 10 business days and then analyzed within 6 months. Is this a test all kits bill? Is that your intent?
It's test all kits bill, no discretion.
Earlier this year, the Attorney General issued a new directive for rape kits, saying law enforcement can no longer decline to test a kit simply because they suspect the sex was consensual. But the directive stops short of requiring law enforcement to test all the kits they receive. The survivor releases a kit to law enforcement and consents to the DNA testing. Why not just test all those kits?
Again, the directive is making clear that that is the expectation. Only in limited circumstances would a kit not be tested.
But in a state audit in 2019, the New Jersey State Police said point blank it had no plans to test all kits because of what it called the impact it would have on operations and resources. As for Lena, she just hopes future sex assault survivors don't have to go through the ordeal she did.
They see a lot of cases, I'm sure, but the ones that they don't do, or the ones that they throw away, like, it's not just cases, they're people.
The Bergen County Prosecutor's Office won't talk about Lena's case specifically, but says there are reasons they might not test a rape kit, including if they think it won't help to convict someone. But some advocates say prosecutors should not be making that call. They say if a survivor wants their kit tested, it should happen. In Your Corner, I'm Walt Kane, News 12.